Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 19th of May. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Boral, WiseTech, Terra, Magnetite Mines and Smart Group. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you signed up to the free newsletter, but our better ideas come out every Tuesday, so please make sure you've subscribed to the Dynamic Investor Report. But if you do enjoy these videos, I'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our main business is giving advice, so if you'd like to have a trading account with me and have me advise you directly as to when it's time to buy and sell or whether you should be in cash at different points of the market cycle, then please let me know and I'll explain how these accounts work. And all the advice here is general only. So a daily chart here of Boral. Obviously it's been falling since the middle of last year, but since February this year it's been particularly negative. So what we could see is obviously a very bullish move here, but as soon as it got near the old high, it had a false break. So it looked like it was breaking past this high, but failed. And then obviously given the next day, even 2 days, it was clear that the price action was very negative. So it's been falling away. As we can see, the down days are very impulsive. So impulsive down days here. It's tried to rally, impulsive sell-offs again. And then what we've had is a break of support. So essentially we could say, well, there's a little double bottom there that needs to hold. Looked like it broke, but recovered, and then it realised, well, actually, no, we're going back down. So very negative here. The retest is to me confirming that we've got more downside on this one. Okay, WiseTech. So looked like most tech stocks under pressure. It looked like we had, so if we look at this sort of gap level here, it seemed like just above $40 there may have been some support. It's bounced off there a few times. Even here when it broke, it rallied very quickly and it looked like it was going to try to get back above support, but you know, in the last couple of days we could see it is rejecting that level. It's failing to go on. So essentially any follow through or any lack of follow through today, so you know, if it doesn't go back up here, which is probably likely given the market, it'll probably get sold off, and that'll tell us that retest means again lower levels for WiseTech. Okay, DRR. So as we could see, that's what it's done over the last couple of years. Most recently, we had this clear line of resistance here that it was unable to break through. And instead it's come back and fallen under this low. So it does look as though that sort of rejection, you know, the inability to rally up is leaving it open to lower levels now. And even here where it sort of fell down under this low, it's tried to come up and is sitting right at this level. So I think if it rejects here, then yeah, you're setting up for lower levels. You'd be eyeing this old low here, just above $4. Okay, Magnetite Mines. Look, earlier this year looking very promising. I mean, last year we had this sort of massive sell-off, sort of started to round out, came back up, and then consolidated. So you've got, you know, this sort of cup and handle bottom was forming. So I mean, on paper this was looking pretty good, you know, tight range. And this break up here would have been the buying opportunity. The classic buy signal, massive volume, break out of a tight range. You'd take that buy signal any day of the week, but this is why you need to have your stop. So on that break, you'd have a stop here and calculate your position size, because we could see that after that, it clearly didn't follow through. It got sold down straight away. So this should have been basically a one-day trade. Buy here, clear failure, get out. And as we could see, it's falling away here. So I'd expect more downside. Okay, it's Smart Group. This is, I guess, an example of why when you get a takeover offer, it's often best to take your profits, because any upside from here is limited to a small amount, but obviously downside is all the way back to where it was pre-offer. So that's what's happened here. It's fallen away after that initial bounce, just generally struggling, and now we're up here, so it hasn't really made much progress. Just looking in the last few days, it's starting to sort of roll over again. So we've got this sort of narrow range on the way up, and then starting to roll over. So now it's getting back into a downtrend. Look, last few days is showing some good support. So you've got this sort of rally off the low, and each day since then we've had these little, on a daily basis, we've had these higher lows, which is a positive. But just, not massively bullish, but a slight positive. However, I think it's pretty clear there's major resistance here near 850. So obviously if it's not trading up here pretty soon and it's all the way back down here, then it's just resuming this downtrend. So I think the chances are we're probably going to see more downside. It really needs to prove itself. I wouldn't be picking it up here. Okay, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll look at it next Thursday.